Today I'm going to show you how you could manage your Windows updates in Windows 10 Pro and Enterprise. Windows 10 Home doesn't have this availability, but you do have the access to Windows updates. First thing that you want to do is you want to go into the Start menu. You want to go onto this little cog called Settings. Go to Update and Security. And this shows you Windows updates. So I'm going to make it full screen so you can see exactly what's going on here. So you can check for updates and it'll do the latest update check. You can see your update history and you can see all the updates, including drivers and other updates for other programs that Microsoft has supplied. I'm going to go back. You can change the active hours on when Windows decides to restart your computer, and you can tell it basically, no, I'm working, I don't want you to restart while I'm using it. So the active hours that I've set for me is 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 p.m. at night, and anytime after this period, if the computer is still on, then it can do a reboot. So the restart options, you can also say show more notifications, which I've turned on. You can also pick a reminder to say, okay, you can install updates or pick a day and it'll do that for you. Now, I believe this section here is only turned on with a Microsoft account, not on a local account, which is what I've got running here at the moment. Advanced options. So you can tell Microsoft what you want it to do. What updates that you want. So at the moment I've said give me updates for Microsoft products when I update Windows. So that includes any Microsoft Office product or any other product that you have from Microsoft, it will update for you as well. You can pause updates for up to 35 days, which is good, but not a great thing. I like to have a little bit more control in the way that Microsoft installs Windows updates. Now, temporarily pausing them is okay if there's an issue with updates, but I would prefer to be notified, like what used to happen in the previous versions of Windows with Windows 7 and Windows 8 and 8.1. And I'm going to show you how you can manage that right now. So at the moment, Microsoft is managing the updates for me in a different way. I've actually applied a local policy to the computer which shows Microsoft that I'm doing something else. So what I'd like to do is show you how to get there. So I'm going to type in MMC, which is the Microsoft Management Console, and I'm going to run the command. And this will bring me to the console window. Once you're in here, you click on File, click on Add Remove Snap-in, and this shows you a whole bunch of tools that you can use to manage your computer. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a group policy object. Now, group policy is one of those tools that is used inside of a corporate business. If you're on a domain, this is how it gets managed. So all the policies that are in place where it says your system administrator has controlled this issue, this is essentially what we're doing. So we're going to create a local policy. Actually, it hasn't done that. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on the object, I'm going to click Add. Now it's going to create a local policy from the local computer. So I'm going to click Finish, click on OK, and it's going to allow the local computer policy to come up. I'm going to click full screen on this. Now, because we're applying Windows updates specifically to the computer, we're going to look at the computer configuration. We're going to look at administrative templates. I've already been in here and messed around with this, so that's why it gave me that message. We're going to look at Windows components because it's a Windows component that we're going to be changing. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here and click on Windows Updates. Now, all of these options here you can either enable, disable, or put on to not configured. If it's in not configured mode, it basically allows Microsoft to manage it for you. Now, I've got configure automatic updates turned on. Yes, it's helpful to have this feature turned on if you want to allow Microsoft to manage the updates for you. Usually, because Windows 10 is a little bit different to the other platforms, Microsoft like to have automatic updates turned on anyway. So even if you come in here and turn on automatic updates, it's still going to be turned on by default. What you want to do is you want to turn on software notifications. Now, this allows you to temporarily stop Microsoft from doing all of the automatic updates for you. And what I've done is I've enabled the service, but I also want to configure automatic updates to say auto download but notify for install. I can do four different ways to actually manage the installation. So the automatic check is what it's going to do right now, and it's going to notify me that they're downloaded, they're just ready to install. I can do notify for download and auto install, or I can do auto download and schedule the install, or allow local admin to choose a setting. So I could basically tell Microsoft I want to manage it, and that's what I want to do. I don't want them to go, okay, we're just going to restart your machine while you're using it. That's not fun, especially when I'm in the middle of doing something and it restarts and my work hasn't been saved. I don't want that to happen. This is why we want to change the way that Microsoft manages the Windows updates. So once that's all applied and you click on OK, I'm just going to click on cancel because I already got the setting that I want. You can then close this. I don't want to save the console setting, so I'm going to click no. But then once you've applied that and you've made the changes that you want, then the Windows updates will function the way that you want them to, rather than the way Microsoft wants you to run them. Hope you found this helpful. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching.